Welcome back to
Get him on side.
This is a show we talk about all things sport and more importantly rugby league. First of all, I want to thank our good sponsors, people at the Locker Room Cafe. Come check the menu at the NFS. It's at Boroko, and we got all links in the description right now.
Get him on side.
All right, lads. So we got our hot topics and honorable mentions internationally. So internationally, you got State of Origin selections, FIFA going to 32 round finals, and kickboxing last man standing tournament. We start off with the Origin selections. At the moment, let's have a quick look on the screen there, Mo.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to start with the New South Wales team.
We're going to throw it up on screen. CJ, you want to read off the New South Wales?
Jeez, I don't even know if I pronounced them correctly.
Tedesco, Jack Bostock.
Foira.
Is
it Olakauatu?
Olokau Atu. Olokau
From the ins and outs and then all the way.
Probably just the first like the one.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Under chin.
Is it just the ins and outs or the
No,
whole?
no,
Just the first 1, 2.
From the Tedesco. No.
Starting 13,
Yeah.
All right. Starting 13, James Tedesco, Jack Bostock, Bradman Best, Stephen Crichton, Mark Nawanganitawasi,
Nailed it.
Mitchell Moses, Nathan Cleary, Payne Haas, Reese Robson, Mitchell Barnett, Hudson Young, Liam Martin, Isaiah Yeo, Cameron Murray, Aidan Fanua Blake, Hamole Olokauatu,
Sweet.
Blake Brayley, Ethan Strange, and Tolutau Kola.
Sweet. Yep.
Hopefully I pronounced them
All right,
correctly.
we got the Queensland team, Mo.
So Snake, you want to go through them?
Oh, you read it. Give it to Mo.
I'm not really good at reading, guys. I talk, I can't read. All right, so Queensland's got a really good list here. So I'll go Ponga at fullback, Kobo at number 2. You got Robert Toya, 3 centers with Hamiso Tapuai Fido. Fifito at number 5, Cameron Munster, the captain, at number 6. Sam Walker, starting at number 7. Flegler at 8, Harry Grant at number 9. Oof, he's going to be a hard one. Tino Fasua Malaawi, did I get it?
Fasua
At number
Malawi.
10, you got Nikora at number 11 and Kurt Capel at number 12 and Ruben Cotter at 13. On the interchange bench, I reckon this guy's been really good for Queensland. Max Path, Patrick Kerrigan comes back from injury. Jeremiah Nenai comes back after a while away from Origin. Trent Liero at 17, Reece Walsh and Murray Taulangi at number 19 with Corey Hosbrough at number 20. So that's the Queensland lineup for Wednesday. Very, very good list there. Guys, thoughts?
I'll just throw it to you, CJ. What are your thoughts on the New South Wales team?
I'm New South Wales, but I think it's game over.
Yeah. Jeez.
I want to have faith, but first game, won with 12 vs 13.
Yeah.
Probably there's a reason why. I think it would have been game over if 13 on 13.
Yeah.
Game 2, they were too good for us. Game 3, at home ground, game over.
New South Wales, Mo, what are your thoughts on the selection?
Selection side there, well, obviously, Queensland or New South Wales?
I think we're still discussing New South Wales.
Not bad.
There's a process. New South Wales team. When the team was announced on Sunday, obviously the first person that I realized was not there was Brian Toho. Obviously, coach has his own opinion, his own ideas around how he wants to coach his team on Wednesday night. Very interesting to see him bring in Jack Bostock, especially in the Origin decider. He's been playing very well for the Dolphins. Obviously, coming back from an ACL injury. He's been playing very well in that center position, now being pushed to the wing. It'll be very interesting to see how he holds up against. I think he's going up against Hamiso on the left edge there. I think.
Yeah.
Left or right edge?
I
one of
believe
the edges.
so,
Yeah. Anyway, it's going to be really interesting to see how he holds himself there. Who else are we looking at here?
Your thoughts on the back row, the return of Liam Martin?
Liam Martin, I think that's a really good pick for the New South Wales team.
He's an Origin player.
Yeah, he's an Origin player. Like he obviously started working, well, not working, but playing at the higher level, brings out that natural flair in his game. He's obviously the style of play really matches the Origin arena. So it'll be really good to see. Your thoughts?
I think with that selection, Especially in the back row, I would have gone for. I would have started Cameron Murray at lock, and maybe Yeo in the front row of the bench. I just feel like Cameron Murray just offers more in the Origin arena. No, Yeo will take you to spots, put you into places, but Cameron Murray's got that knack for when it comes to Origin, you sort of have to play off the cuff, and I feel like Cameron Murray is the right man for it. He just screams Origin. So instead of Isaiah Yeo doesn't scream Origin, I just feel like Cam just offers more in that arena.
Very good.
All right. So the next one, FIFA going on to 32 rounds finals. Your thoughts on this, gents?
You want to start with that first?
Yeah. CJ.
Well, I saw that out of the 10 African teams, I think there were about 8 or 9 that that's gone on to the round of 32. That's probably one of the highlights I've seen. I think it's mostly been European dominant over the last few World Cups. So it's good to see their type of play. They're very different football that they play. Haven't been really following. I don't watch the games, but I follow all the scores and watch the highlights. But I think when it gets down to the round of 16, probably start watching.
Yeah,
have to wake up early to watch all that.
I only follow on Sportsbet, so
Yeah, but responsibly.
Really good plug.
more your thoughts?
Yeah, no, same as well. I haven't really been following it, but actually was pretty surprised when I heard that Germany got knocked out in that first round there and not making it to the round of 32. So obviously World Cup winners before.
Yeah.
And they're very, very competitive when it comes to this particular arena. So just for this World Cup, haven't really been following it. But again, that's one of the biggest standouts for me was Germany not being there in the next stages of the World Cup. So yeah, very interesting to see what happens next. Obviously, Argentina is still there, France is still there. So just be keen to see what happens this coming week.
Just off the back of the African teams, just this morning, Belgium beat Senegal 3-2, and with 5 minutes to go, Senegal were leading 2-0, and just out of nowhere, Belgium came back within 5 minutes, equalized the score, and then scored in the penalty. So just felt really bad for Senegal, but that's the class of Belgium. But yeah, good shout out to the African teams. We'll be rooting for you boys.
Get him on side.
One squad coming third in the IDL. What are your thoughts on that, lads?
That's huge. My daughter dances for the G fam.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's all she talks about. IDL, talking about all these dance competitions. I was like, what's the difference? I have no idea. And then she has to go on TikTok and show me everything. But I think, third place is pretty massive. I think everyone that competes on that stage is the best in the world. So to come third, that's huge.
True.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. What do you reckon, Mo?
Yeah, no, like totally agreeing. They're like, obviously to compete at that world stage and finish like third place is really good. And like you mentioned as well, there's a lot of quality talent that comes around to go and compete at these events. So it's really good to finish third in the position.
No, one squad. Shout out to one squad. They've grown as they're just more than a dance crew.
Yeah.
The way they've come in leaps and bounds. They've got sponsorships. They've got all these endorsements. So shout out to one squad. They were once world champions. Yeah.
Hip hop.
Back to back, 24 and 25 world champions in breakdancing. Hip hop.
Dance.
Jeez. Shout out to one squad. You guys are doing so well.
Very true.
Doing PNG proud. All right, on to locally. There's big news. It's something close to my heart. It's a bit personal. Our guest here, guest of the week, CJ Amini, Charles Jordan Amini, he announced his retirement from international cricket. CJ, please talk us through this.
Yeah, it was a very tough decision, I would say. I think last year or the year before, I think it took me 2 years to make the decision.
Yeah.
After there was some sort of split with the players in cricket PNG.
Yep.
And then I took some time away from playing cricket. I started playing cricket overseas in Melbourne. I was doing that for a couple of years, and then it was very hard to try and get back into the team. Not necessarily among selections, but sort of the bad blood sort of thing.
Yeah.
You don't want to go into a team or an environment where not saying you don't feel welcome, but there's just very awkward.
Yeah,
how
yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
It's something
And
in the air.
If it's very hard to perform, at least at
Yeah.
the elite stage, with that feeling behind you, you want to play with freedom and
Yeah, without any distractions.
without any
Yeah.
distractions, and that's where you get the best out of all players.
Very true.
All right.
So
No.
with all those things at the back, it was very hard to try and make that decision to continue playing, and then ended up getting a full-time job last week, and then
Oh,
Oh,
congratulations.
sweet.
yeah, thank you, and I think that just made the decision much easier. Just
Transition out.
transitioning out, there's a backup there,
Yeah,
and then just
All right, sweet.
two and two together, and it was just an easy decision.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful. We'll come back to this one. We'll come back to this one in a longer segment. Yeah, it's one that's a bit personal. I've known CJ for a while. I actually watched his first century, so it was one of those ones where you want to see someone who was also vice captain at one point for the team get to the next stage. But it is what it is, and congratulations on a great career. We'll talk further on this.
Thank you.
But moving on to the next one, Mendy Muruks. Mo, this is your topic. Third on the ladder. What are your thoughts on the Mendy?
Well, like we discussed last episode around the top four and where they are right now, making that race for the finals. Obviously, am I holding it right? Obviously, Mendy Baruch have been like a pretty consistent team in previous years as well too, with the competition where they're always in that top four, top six area, and then obviously when they get into the finals now, teams start to really build a lot of confidence from there. So I'm really keen to see how they go. They had a bit of a slow start at the beginning of the season, but they started to, I guess, get their combinations right, get their headspace right, and then start to really perform and get some wins together. So yeah, it's really good to see them where they are right now, but interesting to see what happens in the next 6 weeks. We've got about 6 weeks left until the Digis selection
Finals?
finals before the regular season ends, and then we go straight into finals. So again, I'm pretty confident they'll be there for finals footy. Interesting to see where they finish. Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that, Mo. Look, shout out to Coach Rod. I'm rooting for you and the Muruks. That's a great end to this segment here. And we'll be right back after this.
Get him on side.
Welcome back on side. So we got a guest here, CJ. We talked briefly about him looking towards life after cricket. Let's start off from the top, CJ. Just tell us your story.
Yeah, well, I started playing at the age of about 8, competitively, in a competition, of
Yeah.
course. My dad had a job in Melbourne around 1998, and when we moved there, that's why I started playing cricket. I would go to the MCG and I'd watch Shane Warne and all of that, and that's how I got into bowling leg spin. And that's where I also started supporting the Melbourne Storm, because we were there around the same time. They
Marcus
were,
Bay was there
yeah,
as well, so yeah, easy transition.
yeah, it was easy. It was one of the best times of my life. But anyways, yeah, from then on, we moved back here around 2000, 2001, and then started playing locally again. When I started playing, I was 8 years old, playing in under 12s. It's very small. And then came up around 12 years old, I was playing under 15s. So I was basically one of the youngest boys playing in the older divisions. Then by the time I was 15, 16, I was selected to go for my first under-19 World Cup in Malaysia. That was about 2008.
Oh,
Then 2010, got selected again for under-19 World Cup. I was about 17. Yes, 17, yeah. And then that was in New Zealand, I think. And we were playing alongside the likes of Joe Root and
please.
Ben Stokes, who also just recently retired.
Yeah, he just.
And then around 2012, I got selected again for the under-19 World Cup. That was in Australia. So associate nations like PNG, associate nations are the countries.
They're like a tier below?
Yeah,
or-
tier below
yeah?
all the test nation countries.
Ah.
So you can be 19 and 20 and still play
Oh, sweet.
at the World Cup, under-19 World Cup. But for the test nations, you have to be 18. So under 19. Anyway, so after that, that was around 2012. Then 2014, I think, around January, February, that's when I made my PNG debut for in New Zealand. It was one of the East Asia Pacific qualifiers. It was T20. From there, I had, I think, a really good standout tour there, and then I got contracted with the Sydney Sixers. I had a rookie contract with the Sydney Sixers.
sweet.
It was very, very memorable. I think just being around the best players. I was around the likes of Brett Lee, Steve Smith,
Oh, good.
yeah, Mitchell Stark. They're all currently playing for Australia now.
Jeez.
Just that environment and just
Yeah.
how you'd think that going into a big sporting franchise, that
Yeah.
it would be just really full on, but it just very relaxed.
Chill guys, down
Yeah,
to
like
earth.
they just go in. It's funny. We'll have big team meetings for like an upcoming game.
Yeah.
And Brett Lee, will, I can't come in. I'm moving houses. In PNG, it's like no, no
You have
choice.
to-
You have
yeah,
to
yeah,
turn
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
What's Mitch Stark like off field?
I think it's how he is, as what you see on TV. Just
Yeah,
very
yeah.
chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all of them are the same. Very much like Steve Smith, very quirky.
Uh-huh.
Just does his own thing. Yeah, I think whatever you see on TV is exactly
Exactly what it is.
exactly what they're like. Yeah.
He's got like 15 bets, 10
Oh.
bets.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yes. So from then, it was just the next 10 years was just playing for the Barras.
What was it like? Because you're a bit of a legacy, Bara. Your dad was a Bara. Your mom was a Lewa. Your brother, former captain as well. Was dad a captain as well?
Yeah, he captained a few times under late Apileka.
So what was it like? Was it hard transitioning into the Baras with that on your shoulders, or what was like something that was destiny?
I wouldn't say destiny. I think just from the upbringing and everything that you did in your childhood, sort of. Yeah, it does sound like destiny, but I wouldn't say I didn't have a choice, but it just everyone around
It just
you-
made
Yeah.
sense
yeah,
to go.
it just
Yeah,
made
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Like your parents were playing, your older siblings, all your relatives. We had our own family cricket club called Coasters.
Yeah, yeah.
That's no longer there. So every weekend was just basically at the cricket field and no choice but to play.
So for those who don't know, like CJ is a bit of an athlete. He can dribble a basketball. He can dribble a soccer ball. He can kick an AFL ball. He can pass a footy. You played a bit of fullback for Valley Hunters back in not uni, back in high school.
My
Just
friends will hate me. Yeah, I used to hide and play because my parents were so strict. No, you have to
stick with cricket.
cricket only.
Yeah.
Because all my friends at Promise were just all there, and
Yeah.
I didn't want to feel left out. So I just turn up on a Saturday. Oh, I'm just going to one of my mates' place. Yeah, fine, you go. I just go to Baba Park.
Oh, fuck.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
Yeah.
So
and then so I'll tell the
yeah,
story.
keep going. Yeah.
It's I think it was my first and last game. All my friends will. This is the true story. I don't know what they make up, but we played brothers. I played fullback. I got. So, anyways, they kicked the ball down, like inside the 22, picked it up, sidestep a few, and then I should have kicked. But then I saw Ian Kumbako, he was there. He was, you come. So, like, you want to be tough in front of
Yeah.
everyone. I went straight, bang, that's it. That was the last game I had.
You got knocked out.
No, not knocked out, but just,
Just the impact.
yeah, just
from
that
the-
impact. I was like, oh, that's it. I think I'm done.
All right, back to your Barras career. You worked hard enough to crack becoming the vice captain of the Barras. What was that like for you?
It's good. When I was younger, I always told myself, oh, I never wanted to captain PNG or become one of the seniors or leadership,
Yeah, yeah.
be in the leadership group. I just wanted to play and have fun.
Yeah.
And then when things sort of started to not really fall apart, but you wanted some sort of input in the team,
Yeah.
that's
You
when,
said it.
yeah.
Just
That's
natural
when
for you to
actually
start.
have your voice in
Yeah.
there, actually step up and do.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you can say all sort of stuff when you're one of the younger ones,
Yeah.
but all the decisions are made from the senior group.
Yeah.
So that's when I really decided to try and stand out. I had because I'd taken some time off from cricket. I actually got injured. I had a bad ankle injury, and then I was away for about 2 years. This is around 2016. So around 2016, I finished. I had the bad injury. It was right before Namibia and Scotland were coming to tour here. I think about a month away back or something, 3 weeks. I rolled my ankle along the boundary trying to catch a ball, and then I jumped and landed on the boundary rope. I was out for about 2 months, and then the guys that came in performed
They
really
were pretty
well.
good, huh?
So then it was very hard.
Those would have been who were they? The ones that came in.
It was Dogoro Bao.
Yes.
And I can't remember who else was in the team.
Ale? No.
No, not yet.
Ah,
Yeah.
Ale is pretty new. He was
Yeah.
new. Ah.
So this is 2016. So I was out for a couple of years. And then 2018, they got a new coach, Joe Dawes. He was the one that called me.
Legend.
Yeah, it was funny. Because I went to watch the boys play. I was like, there was a VIP net along the side. I was hammered. I was just free piss. So I went and I was just sledging everyone from the side. And then Joey calls me. I was like, oh, you want to have a word about an upcoming tour in Zimbabwe? I was like, yeah, sure. I was like already.
Yeah, on the piss side.
I had liquid
Proper
courage and
confidence.
everything.
Yeah.
Anyways, he calls me. I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then at the same time, I finished schooling at IBS. I did my Cert 3, Cert 4, and
Nice.
I was given a full scholarship to IBSU because I had topped my class for the batch, the whole batch.
Nice.
And then I had a choice whether to take that, go to school,
I'll go.
or go to cricket. And stupid me, that's one of the biggest regrets of my life, honestly.
He took the tour.
I took the tour,
Yeah.
and then ended up playing after that, like for the next 6-7 years.
What was it like with Joe Dawes? He was a bit of a tough coach, but he was also one that really cared about the players.
Yeah, very good, tough love. Former policeman, is very disciplined in everything that he did. He didn't care who you were, if you were the captain or if you were the senior players. He just tell you straight, tell you to piss off if you're wrong, and then after.
Give you a bit of a hug,
Yeah.
put an arm around you.
I had a few of them, yeah. I almost thought he hated me, but it was just all tough love.
Shout out to Joe Dawes if you're watching. You're a tough customer.
Yeah, very.
Gave me a shit contract. Nah, I'm lying. It was a good contract. It was a good contract.
Give everyone shit contracts.
Alright. So, towards the back end of your Bears career, your first century. Tell us about your first century in Namibia. What was that like for you?
Oh, I think it was one of the best feelings ever. Everything was just working out. We were chasing Namibia score. They
Yeah.
posted, I think, about 370 or something,
Yeah.
some massive total.
At home too.
And then we lost 2 early wickets, and then myself and Asad were batting, and then I sort of took my time a bit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say taking my time. I was very defensive. And then Asad comes to me. He's like, "Oh, there's not enough time to do that. We're chasing a big total. You have to do something."
Yeah.
And then I think the next,
10 overs? Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that I hit after I got to 50, the next 50 came off like 20 balls or something.
Jeez.
Something like that. Yeah. It was a good, nice wicket as well. I should have won that game. Very close.
Yeah, we ended up losing that game, but that was one of my favorite moments on tour. I think that was the first time I ever saw. And there was the first century in that tour because it was a long one. We started at we had Dubai and then we went to Nepal.
Yep.
And I went to Dubai for a break, and then finished off in Africa. It was a pretty long one, so that century just sticks out.
They almost dropped me after that Nepal series.
Yeah, we had a good. That was a good heart to heart. A couple of good heart to hearts in the Dubai break. All right, Mo.
Yeah. So just I guess actually got one question. Very interesting to listen to your story there. Really good story to share. Obviously you mentioned that you had to do, am I holding it right? You had to balance between like doing a full-time, I almost said footy career, but playing full-time sports and also balancing education there. Obviously, a lot of sacrifice had to be done as well too, but to be able to actually achieve, like we finished first there. I wanted to actually ask around, and obviously working with a lot of different athletes, different systems, different coaches. What are some of the things that you've picked out through your playing career that you can see, like in life after cricket now? What do you still see that you can still implement some of those things? Obviously, again, congratulating you on your new role as well too. Do you see those habits being part of your new role?
Yeah, 100%. Everything that you learn through sport, talk about discipline, coming on time, commit yourself to doing something, being loyal, trying to stick with everything, your diet or all of that. Even just simple media stuff, you're learning how to speak publicly. You have to go and talk to your manager or the boss or the CEO, or you have to go to sponsorship deals. You're talking to higher people that are in the, I'd say, not just, I'd say you're talking to guys in holding big management positions.
Yeah.
Influential position.
Yeah.
So you're not, all of that's just building towards what, for life after sport. Everything that you've done. And like I had a really big, I caught up for coffee with Aidan Toa, exactly about the same thing.
Yeah.
And he told me, it's like, you don't have to worry about everything. Some guys who spend 4 years at uni, they go through all of that stuff and then they come out to look for a job. They've never practiced any of those skills about just doing everything that you do in sport daily. So once you've finished sport, everything is just inbuilt. You just have to, once you obviously have to reach out because nothing's going to be handed to you.
Correct.
So you obviously have to reach out and try and look for jobs or all of those sorts of things. But you're also building your network through your sport. I'd say like knowing C and then knowing everyone else. Now I can say that I have built a relationship with C, and now he's with rugby. Then I've built a relationship with you, and then sort of all of that combined, and then like it's also helped with like PNG Olympic Committee and other federations. Everything that you do, it all lines up at the end.
Yeah, that's really good.
So we did touch on a bit on your retirement from international cricket. As I said before, it's a very it was an easy decision to make, given your standing in the game, given your position, the position you had in the team, and your influence amongst that group of players back then. Looking back at it, just give us your your thoughts, like just to expand on your thoughts when you started looking back at it. Apart from the job that you got, the full-time job, what was like what really sort of influenced it?
Well, I think I mentioned this earlier about the, how would I put it? The issue with Cricket PNG and the players. I think it all started from after the World Cup. We were given some sort of prize money, but we haven't actually fully received everything yet. And I think that was sort of what started everything. There was a divide between the players and some of the staff and the board. And then one thing led to another. When there was a time to sign a new contract, I think 9 or 10 of us decided not to, and we parted ways. And then that was the end of it. It's pretty sad, like when you look back at it. Like we spent your whole life playing cricket. You give your whole
Everything.
everything. Every day you train every day. On the weekends you're playing club competitions. If you're not playing on the Sunday, you're there helping out the lower grades or So every day of your life is spent with that sport. Well, for me it was cricket. And then it was just pretty sad to see that like 10 years of, not 10 years, but 10 years of playing cricket for your national team, and then the way that things ended, and we feel like we weren't appreciated for our services to the country and to the sport. Felt like it's sort of disappointing as well that there was no proper, I wouldn't say send off, but a thank you.
Acknowledgement.
Yeah, an
Yeah.
acknowledgement
Yeah.
of our
That's
of what
very
we've
true.
what we've
Yeah.
done. So there's a few of us that haven't returned back, but I still wish nothing but the
Oh,
best
yeah,
for
yeah,
the
100%.
team.
Always,
I followed
always.
every game that they played
Yeah.
in Japan. I was
Jersey as well. Yeah.
in Jersey,
Yeah.
so like it's not like I haven't forgotten or
Yeah.
don't want to have anything to do with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I always want to give back, and I think that's where the new job came in as well. It's
Yeah.
sort of aligns with how I can still give back to Cricket PNG. So
Oh,
I was
nice.
really happy that
Yeah. Sounds really.
yeah, I was really happy that what my job is, I can sort of give back to Cricket PNG.
So just on this new job, you want to expand on that?
Yeah, so it's called Full Track AI. It's it's an AI powered platform. So it uses the technology similar to the DRS system. So the DRS system is the decision review system, sort of like the bunker for
Yeah.
NRL.
Yeah.
And
It's more precise, but
they use it for ball tracking and all of that stuff. There's a Hawkeye, so they use the same sort of technology.
Softwares and technology.
Yeah. And it's pretty simple. You just put your phone out. You just use your phone, and you have a 1 hour session, and there's probably about 100, 150 balls that are bowled. It just cuts and edits everything for you. So at the end of the session, there's every single ball is tracked.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
for the bowler, for the batter, there's like a pitch map, so it shows where exactly where the ball has landed.
Landed,
yeah.
For release points, where you're letting go of the ball. For batters, it shows what shot you've played. There's
Yeah.
a wagon wheel. And it shows how much percentage aggression you're showing,
or like
your intent.
favoring or
Yeah. So it's your analyst in your pocket,
oh, please.
and it's really good. So I'm trying to introduce it to Cricket PNG because I think it's a great
Yeah.
player development tool.
No,
Yeah,
sweet.
it sounds like it. Like any form of technology can help.
Yeah.
Like track this sort of thing.
Yeah.
More importantly, give back reports on it. That obviously gives us ideas. Okay, this is the things I'm really good at. This is some
Yeah.
things I need to work on.
Yeah.
That sounds like a really cool software. Like it does.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like when I went, they gave me, I had to run through the whole platform and I had to pitch it back to them. And I was going through the whole thing. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good.
It was
man.
really helpful.
What was
for
this
us.
one?
When you were playing, yeah, I get it.
Please. Imagine someone like John Kariko going to that app, he's
Yeah.
bowling action. Please. He's already a gun bowler, and
Yeah.
then after that, jeez, imagine what he'd become. Yeah, it'd be awesome. Gabo Frank too, gun batsman. Get him through full track AI.
Yeah, full track
Jeez,
AI.
full track AI. Come on. You gotta get them on site. Can they sponsor us or something? Yeah, I do this as well. Like as a minor just to know everyone at work. But amazing career, CJ. Still, I think this was told. You told me you were gonna retire months before. I didn't take it seriously. I thought it was something where it was just gonna blow over. It's still, even though it was anticipated, it's still a bit of a surprise. But a bit sad, a bit happy for you. Find something full time. You found a passion somewhere else, and a lot of athletes really struggle transitioning from football to, especially from a rugby league perspective. They a lot of them struggle, and to off field and like people personalize themselves based on their sport or who they are as an athlete.
Yep.
And then they forget who they are as a person.
As a person, yeah.
So like for you to do that, to really climb out of it, and then like you got a full time job now, and you got a side hustle as well. You got Mrs. as a side hustle.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Lazy Boil.
Lazy Boil, the best, bro. It is the best. I'm telling you, the best the best seafood boil in the city. Lazy Boil. Glow, big fan of your work. But look. You've had a stellar career. You've had like all the wickets you've got, the runs you've scored, and the balls you've caught. Like if our director producer can find the highlights, it is an amazing package of one of our greatest ever players to pull on the Bears jersey. You've done the Bears proud, in my opinion. You've done the Amini name proud, in my opinion, and you've done yourself proud, most importantly. And as someone who's been from the sideline and been up close, it's a bit emotional for me, but I'm very proud of you, and I'm so happy for you that you found a way out. Not a way out, in a bad way, but a way to transition out of sports. So very happy for you. Congratulations on a great career.
Thanks, bro. Can I just add on to what you said about the transitioning part?
Yeah.
The when you mentioned about how players find it really difficult trying to it's very, very hard. I had to reach out to I think so many people of what to do. Like one of them was Aiden. I said,
Yeah.
I have no idea what to do with my life. I've spent my whole life playing. I don't know how to sit at the desk and
Type. Yeah.
like
8 hours.
have a corporate job and just sit down and do stuff. Like
Yeah.
I've never been built for that.
No, I'm still struggling.
And
I work for 30 minutes and I'm outside for 2 hours.
so and then like it goes back to what your question was earlier is the values that you've learned throughout your sporting career. And one of them was like being persistent, not giving up, trying to find something.
Yeah.
And I think that was very helpful through sport, and that helped me. Oh, I was like reaching out just on LinkedIn. Man, LinkedIn is so powerful, man. I'm telling you. I was on LinkedIn, I was on Facebook, I was on Instagram, just reaching out, like sending emails, jobs, like just trying to apply for anything, like even if it wasn't in my,
in line with your
like
your expertise.
Yeah.
But I knew that like you'll always learn on the job.
Yeah.
But you have the qualities of what
What's
companies
needed.
are looking for,
Yeah,
like
true.
teamwork, responsibility. They look for all these values that you've had playing sports. So once you get the job, it's just easy learning it.
Powerful segment. I think it's my favorite segment of the year. We'll be back after this.
Get him on side.
Welcome back, fam. We're going to be talking about the Dem Cup now.
All right. So preparation. Mo, this will be your sort of your line of expertise. So you're looking at a top 4 and bottom 4. Preparation leading into the finals. Would there be sort of like a difference between those teams, or some sort of similarities? Or so say if you're the Gurias, you're sitting comfortably at second. What are you looking at moving on to into the final 6 weeks time?
Yeah, so like if we're making into the top 6 and we're making into the finals, and if I'm one of those teams where, well, obviously for every single team, especially outside the top 4, if I can confirm that later,
Yep.
is that the format is that they need to win every single game because it's do or die for us. If we're in the outside the top 4, if you're in the top 4, then there's an opportunity for you to at least, if you don't make it the weekend, the next weekend, you get another chance at getting into the major semis and the grand final. So, in terms of preparation, that's a really good question. It'll be more around making sure the players, obviously, if there's any injuries, that we address them very quickly in earlier part of the week.
Yep.
Get our preparation right. Make sure that whatever the players need to do, they get it done right. Obviously, yeah, it'll really depend on what teams have prepared for that week. Obviously, a lot of this, looking at the top 4 table right now, there's a lot of experience around finals footy in the Digital Selection Mobile Cup there. So each team will have their own way of how they prepare. But for me, how I see it is obviously training intensity will definitely increase throughout the week, just to get exposure and get them to have a feel of what it would be like, because the game's going to be a lot more faster.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of how do I say it? A lot of very big moments in the game, and biggest thing is how they can handle that pressure. Sometimes when it's a deadlock with like 10 minutes to go, the teams that can handle pressure really well, they usually come out on top of that. So it's really interesting to see how they prepare themselves. It's going to be more of a mental preparation than anything else coming into this, because they've had about 18 weeks of regular competition plus 6 weeks of pre-season to get their bodies right. They all prepare themselves for this next, I guess, 4 weeks of finals.
Yeah.
And it's basically do or die all the way to the grand final. And obviously, everybody wants to be in that last game of the season.
100%.
So very interesting to see, again, the next 6 weeks of regular competition leading into finals. Teams outside the top 6, their finals start pretty much now. They're in the top 6 in the final, they've got to win the remaining games, get into a good position to be on the ladder, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, very interesting to see how it goes.
CJ, like from your experience, like you've been in like premiership winning teams, you've won your fair share of tournaments. Like from your perspective, from a cricket point of view, looking back on this one, you got 6 weeks to go, and you're preparing for the finals. I'll give you two scenarios. You're one from the top four, and you're one from the bottom four. Like from your perspective, from your angle, well, what's your approach now?
Well, like what Mo said, your intensity grows. I think for cricket, it's pretty much consistent, and it goes back to the ownership of what the player wants. So if the coach says, we got, it's an optional session. If you want to come, you come. If you don't want to come, you don't have to. So then some people want to. It depends on how they want to prepare.
Yeah.
Some people want to go. Some people want to stay. I know some people that don't even want to train, but come for game day and they're just like,
they're on.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
they're like that. And then because one session or two sessions during the week is not going to make you any better. It's just you're just topping up.
Yeah.
But it's just trying to sort of have a feel of and visualizing what you're going to do on the weekend.
It's really cool.
So basically, my SNC sessions were pretty fucking useless.
No, oh, they were tough. I think that's one of the best things. Like after, just no fitness. I think I went for a trip to Vanimo with Anthea, who's
Yeah.
the SNC coach for
Yeah.
that I was in bars, and she was telling me, "Oh, yeah, the boys are training." I was like, "Oh man, I don't miss that. I'm so glad. I hate running. The worst things ever. Being like a professional athlete is just the running, just all the fitness that you have to do.
Yeah.
Like no one sees all that hard work.
All the hard work. Yeah.
They just expect. They just think that you turn up on game day and you're gonna.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's right.
Yeah. All right. So
It's okay because the ones that don't do it are
Yeah.
the ones that will not be able to handle it.
yeah. 100%. So moving on to the Dem Cup season, Mo, you're gonna have to help us break that down for us. The table and where we stand moving on to this weekend.
About talking about the entire table.
I just like probably top six, top four.
So top
Yeah.
6 again, it's very similar to what we discussed previous episode there. Not much change because we had a competition buy-in after round 11.
Yeah.
So this weekend is round 12, so we had a bye week for the entire competition. Gives them opportunity to actually rest us, but they've had 10 weeks straight of football,
Yeah.
including travel as well too, so quite exhausting for the players and the staff as well too. So
Yeah.
it was good. It's good to have the competition by midway through the season. Gives them opportunity to
Reset.
reset if they need to again get their physical status up a bit more higher, do a bit more training, but obviously allow them to recover because again we're in the back end of the season now where everyone really wants to play finals footy.
Yeah.
So looking at the ladder, we've got obviously Candice, Gures, and Mendy Muruks who have the top 3.
Jeez.
But mostly Vipers, Hella Wigman, and non-Hagen Eagles. They've snuck into the top 6 there. They've been quietly ticking off some boxes, the Hagen Eagles. So
Oh, nice.
very good to see that. It's very close between 5, 6, and 7. Actually between 4, 5, 6, and 7. Very close points there. So if anyone doesn't perform in that this coming weekend or round 12,
Yeah.
they not get pushed out of the top 6, and then again they have to do it up again, back up again the next week too. So it will really change the bottom half of the table there. Everything rounds off in round 18, so we're around to about 6 weeks left.
6 weeks left. Yeah. So you're from Dem Cup, it's top 6, not top 8.
It's top 6.
All right. Easy. All right, that'll be all after this segment. We'll catch you after this.
Them on side.
Welcome back on side. We've got our fourth segment now. It's called Onside or Offside. So the questions will be asked by our very amazing producer / director / media guy / everything, Mr. Yabil. Wah. We'll be asking questions we'll answer whether we're onside or offside, depending on our thoughts. All right. Ask away, Yabil.
All right, welcome to Onside and Offside. First question. All Digicel ExxonMobil Cup clubs should have websites and social media presence. Should they or should they not?
Onside or offside?
Onside.
Onside?
Yeah, your thoughts on that?
Just marketing
I think from me, from a cricketing point of view, I'm not really familiar with all the players. It's the biggest comp in the country, but I'm sorry to say this, but I don't think I know anyone.
Yeah. 100%. Until they get into the hunters.
Until they get into the hunters, then I start knowing. But I know they have games like every week, but I just
Easy. Mo?
I have to use my mic. I forgot. Yeah, no, I'm definitely on side with that. I think it'd be really, really good for obviously the fans as well too.
Yeah.
They'd like to know what the local provincial clubs are doing as well too, and what their players are, and obviously put a name to the face as well too, because not everyone gets the opportunity to actually see the games being broadcast here.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of Port Moresby, so definitely good for them to actually have that. Some pathway clubs in the competition do have their own media setup. They have their social medias and platforms and all sort of stuff. But in terms of website, it'd be really good to go that next level, next step, and actually having their website where if they have merchandise that they can sell, fans can go and purchase from that. So
100%.
I'm definitely on side with that. I see it's a great opportunity as well, and great exposure for the club.
Yeah, no brainer for me as well, on side. Definitely on side. These boys covered the points, sweet.
But you have to give your points too.
Revenue, branding, all of that.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
All right. Next question. Is there a thing as too much social media exposure for upcoming athletes? So cross codes, any athlete up and coming, too much exposure. Is it bad or is it good?
What do you reckon, CJ?
there's like I'm like halfway. I'm like halfway, because one is a lot of exposure gives a lot of pressure to the athlete, but then the exposure part gives him opportunities for sponsorships and etc. etc.
Yeah.
No?
Me, no.
Yeah.
I'm again same with you as well too. I'm sort of 50-50. Sorry, my bad. Thanks for reminding me. I'm sort of in the middle of where we're leaning towards that. Obviously, great opportunity for the athlete as well too. It gives them that exposure, opens opportunities for them as well too. However, on the flip side as well too, external pressure on the player, internal pressure on themselves as well to perform, because that expectation has been set by being exposed on social media.
Yeah.
So I think it's a bit of a balance there. I think again, education around handling social media. What else? I think there's a bit of education that needs to go around it first before we can actually push the athletes to be exposed to that level of exposure. I'm repeating exposure. Sorry guys, I had too much cold water.
No, you're on the money.
Yeah. So I think for me it's education around making sure that the players knows what to say in interviews or how to present themselves in front of a camera. I'm not a great example, but
Media training.
yes, you see that's the media training. Thank you, media guy. You.
Yeah, that's huge. We don't want anyone swearing like some of us did at the World Cup. I'm not mentioning any names.
I'm very surprised. I have to
Beep. See? Thoughts?
I was 50-50. I think I'll go on side on that one. I think there's quite a lot of lads that get into the heads quite a bit. Both on, there's two sorts of negative sides. The ones that have all the negative pressure from fans and coaches, and the other one just from like getting on the love. Like it just gets to the head. So growing mad stuff now, it's affecting their performance. So get the fuck on side, lads. Come on.
Sorry, I might just like add on to that as well too. You mentioned it and it's completely slipped my mind.
Growing
Media
mad,
training.
media training,
Education around
Exposure.
education, exposure,
Guys.
negative, the negative comments,
Yeah.
getting what's the right word?
getting
too
ahead of
comfortable.
themselves.
Yeah. I think that's it there. No. I'll come back to it somewhere before we
You
wrap
lost
up
your train of
this video,
thought,
because
yeah.
it's going to eat me.
Yeah.
Speak about it. Yeah.
It's okay. Mo, when he remembers, he'll just scream it out loud.
I will.
Okay. All right, last question. Also, by the way, if you have any questions for us, drop it in the comments.
Yeah, please do.
Should digital ExxonMobil clubs fine their players for not grooming?
Mo, you gonna answer that? Mo?
Sorry?
I feel like this is
Grooming.
Grooming.
Yeah.
Mo, you should answer this one.
I
Like a
feel
nice
this is
haircut.
targeted question. Yeah.
Hint, hint.
It's about grooming, you know.
Definitely on side with this. Again, not just in rugby league, but again in sports across the country. We're trying to really push to be a bit more professional and get our players to be earning a bit of coin for actually playing the sport. Obviously, there's going to be some sponsorship engagement that they must do. So obviously, media training is one part of that, but also the appearance and the presentation. If they don't meet those standards, I mean, it should be part of the contract anyway. All right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so obviously that should be a requirement. And if they don't meet the requirements, then obviously there's a penalty for that. Yeah, straightforward.
Thoughts, CJ?
Onside.
Onside?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right?
You look good, you feel good, you play good.
Yes. Yes, Carlos Lung. Shout out to you, brother. Look good. feel
Carlos,
good, play
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Carlos Lung, yeah.
See you in rehab later.
Yeah, definitely onside on that one. Look, the standards you have to set, and clubs have to set those standards. And if you're going to be the face of the club, you have to at least look halfway decent, or more than that. That'll be all for this onside or offside. We're back after this.
Get him onside!
All right, that'll be it for today. Thank you very much for watching or listening. If you're on YouTube, please smash that like button. It really helps us and grow. Can go follow our socials. Leave us a review, share this with a friend. It takes 10 seconds, but it helps us get through things, get this podcast up and going. Big shout out to CJ. It was a very powerful segment from you.
Thanks
Probably
for
my
having
favorite
me.
episode so far. And shout out to our brother Mo. Thanks for backing us up with all the news from Dem Cup. And we'll be back to see you next week.
Get him onside!